You're tuning into It's All About You, a weekly vlog that's all about you and your business. I'm your host, Susan Bach, your business coach, consultant, and strategist. I help women just like you who have an expertise-based online business and are ready to up-level your success with practical strategies and realign your mindset so that you too can have your business your way. With over 20 years of hands-on experience of both corporate and the entrepreneurial space, I bring a diverse and unique perspective when it comes to helping you grow your business. How do I do that? By coming from the perspective of having your business work for you and in alignment with your natural flow and style. I want your business to work for you so you don't have to work for your business. My business experienced a remarkable transformation when I stopped trying to be someone that wasn't authentic to me, that didn't honor my values, that didn't honor my unique gifts. When I stopped trying to be that contortionist to make my business fit what others wanted me to do, that's when my business actually started working for me. Everything changed, and I started doing my business my way. I'm here each week to share those same strategies and insights with you. If you're looking for clarity, confidence, and are committed to having your business your way, then you're in the right place. So let's jump into today's episode. When I started this series, my intention was to have a mix of tools, tips, and strategies for you to have your business work for you, your business your way. Here we are in week 32, and your feedback tells me that you're really liking the topics and benefiting from the suggestions. Today, I want to talk to you about the aspect of having your business your way in an area that we have not touched on before, and that's self-care. I'll be sharing some self-care tips with you because being a woman and an entrepreneur and having a life places tremendous demands on our time. I'm sure you know this. And as great as all of those things can be, it can also take a toll if we don't actively take care of ourselves along the way. Self-care has always been important to me. In my previous life, as a corporate executive, my day started at 5:30 a.m. when I hopped out of bed, jumped in the car, down the freeway to the sports club, did my hour workout, and then I was in the office by 8:30 a.m. I was ready for the day. Having that jump start on the day also helped me avoid the crippling freeway rush hour traffic here in Southern California. When I stepped into the entrepreneurial world, that freeway commute became a homeway commute and made it ever so much easier for me just to hop out of bed and get right to work. And I paid the price, physically, mentally, emotionally. It was so easy to fall into a routine that didn't include self-care because I was in the comfort of my own home. Creating a new habit, putting self-care back on the menu as a priority, also reconnected me with my why. It gave me the inspiration to take care of myself so that I could be more present for my clients, that I could add more value. So the tips I'm going to share with you today were real game changers for me, for my physical and mental health, and yes, my overall happiness. I want to be perfectly frank, totally upfront. By no means am I perfect at this. I am not. I break these steps all the time. But more often than not, I honor the steps. I honor these tips. I incorporate them into my daily routine. And I share these with you today so that perhaps you too can benefit from just minute steps of self-care that can have such a lasting impact on you and those around you. So here we go. I'll share several tips with you and let me know what one is your favorite self-care tip. Let me know in the comments below. So the first one is take breaks throughout the day. It's so tempting to sit at that desk or work on that laptop from 9 to 5. And some people can do that very effectively and efficiently. I cannot. I need to take breaks throughout the day so that I can stay focused and be at my peak and be refreshed. The problem that some of us experience is feeling guilty about taking these breaks, having that voice in my head saying, you should be able just to push through this. You should. We've talked about the shoulds before, the importance of staying out of the shoulds. Taking breaks is really beneficial, not only to my attention, but also to my intention. And it's so important for my overall peak performance. Work does not have to be a grind, and it can be, especially when you're running your own business. And I will admit that I totally get caught up in that mindset from time to time, that it is a grind. But when we can take a break, and incorporating those breaks throughout the day, it is a mindset reset. It shifts our perspective. I say my attitude and my altitude change when I get up out of the chair and take a break. So maybe it's going for a walk or meeting a friend for coffee, going to a Pilates class, reading a book. Whatever you choose today, take the breaks throughout the day and enjoy it guilt-free. So in addition to what I just shared, what are some ideas you have on how you could take breaks throughout the day? Here's tip number 2, and that's spend time outside. Now that it's springtime, almost summertime, spending time outside every day is one of my non-negotiables. Every day I am outside. And it's so important for me to help me feel relaxed and energized. And it puts me in a really good headspace. It's connecting with nature, feeling that sun, taking in that vitamin D. It nourishes body, mind, and soul. Now, for me, that could be going for a walk on the beach, maybe having my coffee outside, sitting in a park, gardening. These are just a few ways that I fit some outdoor time in my day every day. Being in nature is such a de-stressor for me and disconnect from the work stresses. But what activities do you enjoy outside? What can you do every day? Tip number 3, this is a tough one. It's to stay off of email and social media after work hours. This one is a real struggle. I get it. Especially if we use our phone for business. It's so tempting. It's such a habit and so easy just to have that tethered to us 24/7, constantly checking, hearing the notification timer go off or the beep go off that we have a new message. It can really take a toll on us. Now, granted, I get it. Our business is important, but your business is just one area of your life. So my invitation to you with this tip is don't allow your business to bleed into other areas of your life. Give your business your all during the day, during specific hours, and then take a break. Unplug in the evenings. For me, I feel so much calmer and balanced when I honor that, when I disconnect, unplug, and give myself some space in the evenings. So I'm curious, are you up for trying this to unplug after work hours? The next tip is to set boundaries. Whew, this is a big one. We often feel like we have to be everything to everyone at all times, and this is exhausting. Setting boundaries in your business isn't easy, and it's key to taking care of yourself. The boundaries you set will look different. They're different for everyone. For me, it has a lot to do with limiting my phone time and not checking work accounts evenings and weekends. Kind of goes hand in hand with the previous one of unplugging. I don't work weekends. You have my all Monday through Friday, but evenings and weekends is family time. The boundaries you set will be possibly very different from the boundaries that I've set. It's different for everyone. Again, it's what works for you, uniquely you. It's your business, your way. For me, I choose not to check social media and emails in the evening. I also don't check on weekends for the most part. There are exceptions, but typically I don't. I unplug because I want my independence. I want the freedom. I want the balance of family, fun, and business. Taking this one step further, for me, I typically don't meet with clients on Mondays and Fridays. Those days are devoted for my admin time, research, creating, discovery, reflection, implementation, my own learning. And then Tuesday through Thursday, I'm 100% all in, committed to clients. It could be that you need to set boundaries with your partner, maybe with your children, on when you are available to them and when you aren't. Or maybe it's setting boundaries with clients. It could be even setting a boundary for the amount of time that you think about your business. I know, easier said than done, right? So my question for you on this tip is, what's one boundary you could put in place starting today? The next tip is practice micro movements. This is something I discovered from one of my clients in her Qigong classes, and I've loved incorporating this into my days. We spend so much time kind of hunched over our phones and computers, and I'm sure you know the result can be back pain, stiff neck, headaches, tension. That's just to name a few. So micro movements are very small movements you do throughout the day, such as gently moving your head from side to side, twisting your spine, circling your hips, maybe rolling your ankles, rolling your shoulders. These small, gentle movements to loosen up your body and relieve the tension. So make a list of micro movements that appeal to you, and then randomly choose to do one every hour or half hour throughout the day. I've saved this for the final tip because it is, after all, why we started our business. It's so easy to get caught up in the day-to-day grind of our work lives that we often forget why we started our business. We forget to prioritize what's really important to us. For me, one of the main reasons I started my business is that I craved flexibility and freedom in my daily schedule. I didn't want to be tied to my desk from 9 to 5. This flexibility is really important to me. So when I find myself feeling like I need to spend all day at my desk, I remind myself that I started my business so that I wouldn't have to spend every day at my desk if I didn't want to. Once again, everyone's why is different. And it doesn't have to be some big elaborate thing. What's important is just knowing what your why is and what having the entrepreneurial life means to you. Tuning into that energy, that dream, can help you recenter and prioritize what's important to you. The main takeaway that I'd like you to have for our time together today is that your business is just one area of your life. And it's so easy to let it take over and take a priority in every other area, to have that much power over us. Well, you have friends and family and hobbies and health and so much more. Yes, your business is important, and it is one aspect of your life. So ease up on yourself. Engage in self-care. Have some balance. Give yourself permission to enjoy each day, whether it be outside, taking the dog for a walk, chatting on the phone with a friend. Having a successful business isn't just about reaching that magical six-figure number or whatever you choose. It's about having the balance and the time and the freedom to enjoy all aspects of our life. So remember, you are unique. You have amazing gifts to share with the world, and engaging in self-care is just one way that you can share more of who you are with the world. So a quick recap: take breaks throughout the day, spend time outside, unplug from social media after hours, set boundaries, practice micro movements, and remember your why. That's a wrap for today. For more tips, strategies, and mindset shifts to help you have your business your way, you have several options. You can go to susanbach.com and download your copy of my 6-step guide to attracting more of your ideal clients. And who doesn't want more clients, right? And while you're there, check out the resources tab for tons of free articles, videos, and other trainings. You can also tune into my YouTube channel. Just DM me for the link. Thank you. Thank you for tuning in today. And I'll be here next week to share more goodness, have a few laughs as we are on this incredible journey of having our business our way. I'll see you next week.